Hey everyone, welcome back to Gardening with the Hamels. Amanda thought it'd be a good idea to give a tour of our backyard because I've only shown like one little section so far. So
Our home
I thought
garden.
I'd start over here with our pond with our turtle. And around the pond we have aloe vera.
Which I replanted, guys.
Yeah.
I did this.
Amanda planted all the aloe vera in these pots and they've been sprouting up little pups. The aloe vera is healthy. It'll sprout up little pups and new aloe vera plants will form.
What's this?
Right here is a pineapple plant. All I did was took the top of a really delicious pineapple. I cut off the top, about an inch down, peeled back some of the bottom leaves, just had that solid top. Put it in water for about a week. It sprouted some roots. I stuck it in soil and it's been in that pot ever since. It's a couple months now. But anyways, that's my pineapple. It's gonna take about 2 years to grow, and I got aloe vera.
A bunch of aloe, which is very healthy.
Yeah, you can actually eat the oil, I guess it is, that's in the aloe vera.
It's like jelly, kind of.
Yeah, the gel that's in the aloe vera.
Sorry for the mess. Cody's been working a lot
Yeah,
out
I've been
here.
working today, so it's a little bit disorganized. But you can eat the aloe vera gel as long as you treat it a certain way to get rid of the toxins that make you feel poop or whatever.
What's that bin over there?
Over there is my worm bin. It's my original compost bin that I started. Right now it has a bunch of stuff in it. Apparently worms need to eat like cardboard or brown paper bags, like inkless, material like this, doesn't have any.
Can you show a worm?
Yeah.
They don't like when you get in there.
I bought 2,000 worms on Amazon and I released them in here.
There's some. Oh, but they don't like the light.
Yeah, they don't like the light.
They're shy like me.
But yeah, there's a bunch of worms in there. I just throw all the organic material that we don't eat or goes bad.
What can't you put in here?
I don't put onions. I don't put any dairy, no meat, just fruits and veggies.
I'm trapped.
Oh god. Just fruits and veggies. Grass clippings. Rake up a bunch of leaves. Whenever I rake my yard, I put them in my compost bin and then I'll build up the soil or build up the compost.
Alright, so what do you have over here?
Over here I have,
Kind of messy.
yeah, I have 12 beefsteak tomatoes growing. I'm gonna change that to a handful of beefsteak, some cherry, and mix up the tomatoes. But right now I got 12 just beefsteak growing.
Here, let's get a better angle.
Some of them are doing better than others.
This one's my favorite.
Yeah, that one's doing pretty good.
This one.
This soil was amended for the most part. It wasn't the best combination of soil mix I've used because I've learned a lot since I planted these. But we're doing all right.
Our friend Josh came and helped dig a hole.
Yeah.
It was really fun and funny.
We got tomatoes over there.
Alright, let's work our way
Yeah, we
back.
gotta go back over here.
We have a long yard.
So we have kale in the back. In front of the kale we have some kind of lettuce. I can't remember what it's called. Then we have a second kind of lettuce in front of that. It's doing a lot better than that lettuce. And then we had spinach.
But
Looks like we only have.
It's dead.
We got like 2 of them left. 3 of them left. I'm gonna have to replant those. They didn't do too well.
Something went wrong.
It was really hot when I planted them and they didn't sprout, and I added mulch too soon, so I think that inhibited their growth. So I'm gonna fix that and plant something else there, maybe some herbs to help keep the pests away. And then next to all of those plants I have 2 rows of green beans. They're kind of close together. They're like 4 inches apart or so.
And they give lots of food.
Yeah, they
We
only
eat
took
green beans every day.
Yeah, we eat green beans every day. It only took 7 weeks for the green beans to start producing, green beans to eat after planting. They're in pretty good soil.
Is there any you
well
can
draining.
find to show?
Yeah, I got some more green beans on the other one that's
Okay.
ready to harvest. But yeah, some green beans that are trellised. I don't think they need to be trellised, but they're gonna get big, and I want them, since they're grown really close together.
It guides them.
Yeah, I want to guide them away from each other so there's more, sun exposure. Over here, not sure what I'm gonna plant yet. Probably a variety of different things because it's a large bed. Here I got some more green beans, and I got a couple of them that are ready to be picked. You probably zoom in on the one right there hanging.
That curly one?
Yeah, there's
Am I allowed to step right here?
Yeah, step where I step.
Alright, so here's one. Little green bean. Are you gonna pick it?
There's a big one right there.
Oh.
It's two big ones. Just pick them.
So here's a green bean. I'm gonna snap it right off. So you can see Josie loves to eat green beans. Here you go.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Well, hang on. Let's hear that crunch. You're Russian.
Very crunchy. Very good.
These are our prehistoric plants.
Yeah.
Can you
these
guess
are,
what these are?
These are my broccoli.
It's broccoli. Look at this.
Got 8 broccoli growing. They seem to be doing pretty well. Some better than others.
Like, bend down so they can see the size of this compared to you. So look at how big. Cody's a tall, big guy. And look at how big this plant is.
Yeah, it's doing pretty well. It's gonna have a nice little head in the middle, and once you harvest the head in the middle, a bunch of sprouts will sprout out from the sides and all over the plant, really. The wind has been blowing them around, so they're all over the place, kind of. But they're still very healthy. They have very, very little pests that attack them, so they've grown very, very nicely.
Do the ladybugs help, you think?
Yeah, I bought 4,500 ladybugs and I released them.
They laid eggs.
And yeah, nice. They laid some eggs. I saw a ladybug earlier today, but most of them flew away. Went to go eat somewhere else, but I just wanted a population in the area so that they can come visit my plants when they need it.
They'll always come back home.
Yeah, they'll always come back home. Over here, I have
Fruit.
3 different mounds. In the back row is all cantaloupe. 2 different kinds. I got 3rd kind of cantaloupe right here on this half, and then I got 3 different kinds of watermelon, and the remaining of these mounds. As you can see, there's a few of them popping up. My watermelons, my cantaloupes germinated a lot quicker, but my watermelon have taken the time. And then a few of them kind of escaped. They're grown over here where
They slid down.
yeah. I think I dropped some seeds and they just sprouted up.
So these
there.
are watermelon.
Yeah, watermelon.
They look really tiny now. Wait till you see our pumpkins. Wait, what's over here?
Over here we got carrots. 3 rows of carrots. They're kind of not straight, but
I feel like there's just a bunch of stuff over here.
yeah, there's some weeds growing in there too.
Is that bad?
Yeah, I need to pick those weeds, but I wanted the carrots to, start up and distinguish themselves from the weeds before I start picking stuff out of the garden.
Then you'll rip some carrots out.
Yeah, I don't want to accidentally rip the carrots out. And then over here I have a variety of like rainbow carrots. These are all rainbow carrots, so they're gonna grow different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Over here I have 4 different kinds of onions. They're kind of spread out.
Cody loves onions.
I do. I like onions a lot.
What are all those bins? I just seen this. I did not even know that you had that there.
That's what I got today.
Is that?
Those are all my compost bins that I got today.
You're gonna put that pile in there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, back to the garden.
So I got onions, 4 different kinds of onions, a variety of carrots growing over here. Over here, in my compost bins, let me step in my soil.
I'm not.
I just started them. I put some old mulch that I raked away from the beds that I made earlier. I added some moss, some peppers that I ripped up earlier, Some leaves that are raked up. Some of the topsoil that got raked up with the leaves are also in here. Just a starting of the compost bins. I'm gonna add a bunch of organic matter like rotten fruits and vegetables and grass clippings. You know, any organic matter you can find laying around your yard, just throw that in there. The branches are gonna take a lot longer to break down, but you can still add them in there. They have, you know, microbial life on them.
This is our little bridge, I guess,
Yeah,
guiding us.
I had those laying across so I can ramp up the wheelbarrow.
Ooh, it's bright.
Yeah. Here's my part of my irrigation system laid out so that, you know, it's easier to handle when it's time to handle.
Yeah, we'll make a video about that.
Here's my compost mound that I'm going to be putting in the bin. Here's a piece of glass that was in my yard.
Yeah, our yard was horrible before, so
Yeah,
Cody's
this is
always finding treasures.
Basically, this mound is for me raking up the entire surface of the yard, putting it in a big pile, and then adding like grass clippings and some other organic matter, as well as anything else that I couldn't fit in my compost bin. Basically went in this pile and it's been sitting here, and I water it just to keep the, you know, nice and moist. And yeah, it's my compost mound. It's going to be transferred to those bins. Here's some potatoes that I'm going to be planting. Just sitting outside. Some firewood, fire pit. Our tree.
Our huge, beautiful tree.
Produce all the organic matter in that compost mound for the most part.
These are all trees, right?
Yeah, these are all
Acorns growing.
oak trees that acorns have fallen down and sprouted up. I'm gonna step in my line.
Sorry.
I'm gonna chop those up and put them in my compost pile, but they just grow like crazy. I just haven't gotten around to it. A punching bag. Over here,
All right. Let's see if
this
we
is what I call my shit garden.
can have some.
It's my garden that I haven't.
It's probably very hard for people to distinguish because it's just like, look.
Yeah. I didn't.
Stand in the back and like point at it because it's kind of hard to understand.
I didn't weed this garden. Didn't do much of anything on this side. I haven't amended the soil, but the soil is pretty decent from all the organic matter that's been raining down from the tree over the 100 years it's been in existence, or 100 plus years probably. This is a massive tree. The soil's pretty good. It's pretty dark. It's shaded for the most part. Except for in the morning, it does get pretty decent amount of sunlight, I guess. But the rest of the day is shaded. So this is where I just put things. It's kind of my experimental side. Here's a potato that I picked out of my compost mound and planted. Here's another potato. Here's a pepper that I transplanted from the other side. It's probably not gonna live, but we shall see.
You just have to talk to it nicely.
Yeah. Hopefully it survives. Here's a pumpkin. Bought a massive pumpkin from Walmart.
To carve with Jizzy.
Yeah, during Halloween. So we just planted a bunch of seeds and made a little mound and planted a bunch of seeds here.
And they have massively grown.
Yeah, a lot of them have grown a lot, but they took some damage during the heavy rains.
Yeah, look at this.
But yeah, here's my pumpkins. Looks like they're being eaten up by something, but that's okay.
This is just like his experimental garden, so he
Just to
doesn't really
see-
care.
Just to see how things grow and, you know, what works, what doesn't work, and
They're flowering.
yeah, they're still pretty healthy,
So
I guess.
that's where the pumpkin would come out of, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Just like the cucumbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then over here I have a broccoli. Here I have an acorn.
Why'd you rip them out?
It was just
Oh yeah,
growing.
here, show that.
See how the acorn works. Just pops out.
That's so funny.
It's pretty cool. But I got broccoli, got another broccoli. I got a smaller broccoli. It doesn't seem to be grown very much. Then I got another pepper plant that I just transplanted.
And there's like a little flower.
Yeah. That will form a
Pepper.
pepper.
Tomato.
Healthy. It's another tomato plant. These tomato plants are actually doing pretty good over here.
Like
It's
better
actually-
than the other side.
This one, you can see the root structure of this one. It's pretty crazy if you want to zoom in over here. You can see the roots just growing out of it.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Can you point at it?
You see the roots growing out of the,
Those little tiny things.
yeah. Tomatoes, they're unique, kind of similar to peppers, but it seems like tomatoes do it a lot better. Anywhere you bury the tomato on the stem, it will sprout out roots. So it's one of the things unique about tomatoes. When you transplant them, you can actually take off some bottom leaves, plant them deep, and it'll spread out roots all along the stem, and it'll have a deep root structure. So it'll be well established. So that's one unique thing about tomatoes and peppers that's useful to know, I guess. Another tomato. These are all beefsteak. This is another potato that I found. And it's just growing.
We try to fix them,
Yeah, it just
but
flops
sometimes
over.
they just do whatever they want.
And then on this side, got more pumpkins.
So this is just a crazy garden over here.
Just randomly scattered.
We literally just threw pumpkins on the floor and watered it. We didn't even cover them, remember?
You can still see some seeds.
Yeah, see, here's some seeds. We literally just sprinkled them. Some of them took. See? Oh, I got your booty on camera.
Oh god. This is just random stuff I
So,
pick up
like,
from my yard all the
yeah.
time. Plastic, a cat, piece
We're
of glass,
cleaning up,
piece of
making
pottery.
it safer for the kiddos. So more pumpkins.
And one last pepper.
One pepper that looks like it's the end of time for him.
Yeah.
He's just can't take it anymore.
Yeah. It's not doing too well.
Well, I guess
But
that's
yeah,
it.
that's it. That's all the plants I have growing.
This is our yard, our little garden.
A little zen area.
Yep, so just wanted to show you our garden. Cody is so super proud.
A lot of work.
It is lots of work. So yeah, you have anything else you want to say? Let's end it with a tip.
Just remember, what would nature do?
What would nature do?
Stay all natural.
Instead of what would Jesus do?
What would nature do?
WWND. What would nature do?
Exactly.
Alrighty, we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh God, look at those fingers.